Welcome to another computer science class. Today, we will be looking at fundamentals of computer. I am Fatima Suleiman. Before we proceed, let's rush through the topic outline. The first one, constituents of a computer. The second one, computer hardware. The next one is software. The next one, differences between computer hardware and software. The next one, characteristics of computer. And lastly, some computer terminologies. Objectives. At the end of this lesson, students should be able to identify and differentiate between a computer hardware and software, state the characteristics of a computer, understand and use basic computer terminologies. Now let's begin. Constituents of a computer. A computer is an electronic device that not only stores data but also processes and manipulates data to carry out functions. When a computer receives a valid set of instructions, it performs varieties of operations on these instructions. And to perform these operations, the computer system is made up of two major components, which are hardware and software. Computer hardware. A computer hardware is the collection of physical parts of a computer system. This includes the computer case, monitor, keyboard, and mouse. It also includes all the parts inside the computer case, such as the hard disk drive, motherboard, video card, and many others. Computer hardware is what you can physically touch. Looking at the diagram on the screen, the diagram of it is actually a picture of a computer hardware. You can see the speaker, the system unit, keyboard, mouse, monitor. All these are computer hardware. Why? Because you can physically touch them. Now let's move on. The computer software. As against computer hardware, computer software is not something you can touch. It is a set of instructions for a computer to perform specific operations. However, both hardware and software are needed for a computer system to work. This implies that a computer system is useless without hardware, and it is useless without a software. So both are needed before our computer system can work. Now, this computer software is divided into system and application software. Now, let's discuss the two, system and application software. What is a system software? A system software is a type of software that serves as an interface between your application software and your computer system. A typical example of this is our operating system. Our operating system interfaces our application software with the system. It serves as a platform for our application software to run and execute. While application software, on the other hand, is a type of software which runs as per user request. It runs on the platform which is provided by system software. There are various examples of application software, like our games, our word processors, and so many others. Let's continue. Now we'll look at differences between hardware and software. Let's start with hardware. Hardware is physical in nature. This is what I have explained earlier. In fact, that is the number one sign, or let me say the number one thing to recognize and to differentiate an hardware from a software. You can physically touch an hardware. Hardware starts functioning once the software is loaded. Like I said earlier on, hardware functions alongside software. It It is made up of input, storage, processing, control, and output devices. Hardware is not affected by computer viruses, and examples include keyboard, mouse, monitor, printer, and so on. Let's compare this with the software. As against hardware, software is logical in nature. It delivers its sets of instructions when it is installed on hardware. You see, hardware and software works together. It is divided into system and application software. We have explained this earlier. And of course, software is affected by computer viruses. And finally, examples of softwares are MS Word, Excel, PowerPoint, and so on. Now, let's look at the characteristics of a computer. The first one is speed. A computer must have a good processing speed. And this is the only way you can enjoy your system. When you give it an instruction, it executes it fast and provides you with an output. Accuracy. Yes, a computer system should be accurate. When you give data, it should give accurate results after processing the data. A computer should be diligent. It should have a storage capacity and memory. Computer should be versatile. It should be able to perform varieties of operations. It should be reliable. Of course, whenever you give your computer system an instruction to perform an operation, it should reliably give you an output, and a computer should be compact. Now let's quickly look at some basic computer terminologies. The first one is Central Processing Unit, popularly known as CPU. It is the place of computer data handling. That is, it is where data manipulation, calculations, all forms of processes, name it, is done on the computer, and it is also referred to as the processor. Another one is the Random Access Memory, known as RAM. It is a temporary notepad where your computer sends information to disk or to hold the storage place of instructions from other input devices. Whenever a computer is processing a data, it loads it on the RAM for that moment that it is working on that particular data. So your RAM temporarily holds whatever your CPU is processing. Another one is the hard disk drive, which is like an audio CD that you can read from and you can also write to. Next one is the monitor. It is your display or the screen that is connected to your computer, where you can view your information and your data executions. The laptops have built-in monitors and they are commonly referred to as screens. Another one is our operating system, which is a platform that all other softwares are built upon. We have some vendors that produce operating system, among which are Microsoft, Apple, and Google. Download, or downloading as the case may be, is the process that occurs when you select a software to install on your computer, while an upload, on the other hand, is the process of transferring a file from your own computer either to another one or a host platform somewhere on the internet. Apps is an abbreviation of applications, which are effectively programs or pieces of software. I believe you all understand what we discussed. We discussed some computer terminologies. We discussed the computer hardware. We also discussed computer software and comparison between the two. Now my assignment: differentiate between computer hardware and software. Mention and explain 5 computer terminologies. Thank you for listening. Have a wonderful day.